Elon Musk has exposed Alexandria Ocasio-Santamaria-Cortez. Yes, he has. And she potentially has committed a crime. Now, I'm not going to say definitively she has or hasn't, but if you look at the evidence, I think there is a possibility of such, and it is worth checking out. So we're going to get right into it, folks. It's going to be fun. First, let me start out with showing you what is going on, okay? So right over here, we got this post here by Laverne Spicer that Elon Musk replied to. She says, okay, let me see if I can get this bleep stuff right. AOC had a bleep Colombian illegal for a campaign aide. She used the power of her office to help him get a social security number. She got him a job. He got paid this much, yada, yada, yada. What's going on? And then Elon Musk, this is where the drama starts, commented, investigate AOC. And I know that's a minor comment, it seems, but Musk has a lot of pull in the US government. Whether you like that or not, it's just the case. It's just the truth. So him drawing attention to this, it just might cause something to come into fruition here. Now, what is this based on? Well, if you have not heard, the story didn't get a lot of coverage for some reason, but we did cover it at Resist the Mainstream because we are such an awesome outlet. I know, we're really humble too. But there was a story about her former illegal immigrant aide deporting himself to Colombia. He left the country. Wait a minute. He was an illegal immigrant and he worked for AOC? All right, what's going on here? What's going on here? Here, check it out. He spent over 2 decades in the US illegally. Okay, and he was working for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. What is going on here? So, right over here, and as you can see in the article, legal and ethical questions regarding his employment with the office. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. So he was born in Ecuador. He entered the US on a visitor's visa at age 7. Overstayed and was here for 23 years. And now he's going back to Colombia. Now he's complaining about it. Oh, it's bittersweet. I haven't left in 23 years. Now I can't go to the US. It feels like an exile. Boo-hoo. Meanwhile, he's advocating for more illegals to come into this country. Just ridiculous. More complaining. I don't want to have to live in the shadows, constantly worry about paperwork. Yeah. You're such a victim. It's just so annoying. Hey, listen to this. He's got a history, guys. It's not like he only worked for AOC, all right? He had a political, congressional work history. As you can see here, it says, failure of the DREAM Act, 2010, that's when he involved. He became involved with an immigrant advocacy group. So, we know what that means. And then he worked as a communications director for the New York State Assemblyman Robert Rodriguez. And then later joined AOC. So he's got multiple political work histories here. All these people are hiring him. It's just... Eventually gets promoted to deputy communications director for her office despite having no legal authorization. What is going on here? AOC loves him. I wonder if she knew. Got a feeling. Also, isn't this great? He complains about the lack of process of immigration reform, which is to say not letting enough illegal aliens into the U.S. and having no penalties for them. In fact, rewarding them with U.S. citizenship. Protections are going away regardless of who's in the White House. Biden has the trifecta, but he dropped the ball. Okay, buddy. Okay. Now, I do have to say, I think AOC might be getting a little bit cocky here. All right. And as you know, her and Tom Homan have been beefing quite a bit. Take a look.
AOC, your buddy, recently had a few choice words to say about you, Tom. Watch.
Every time you see Tom Homan on Fox News, every time you see these law enforcement officials doing flashy television interviews, understand that they are taking attention and focus and real dollars and real resources away from actual drug enforcement, trafficking enforcement, actually going after and actually trying to investigate really harmful activity that is happening.
Tom, your response to her.
Look, I take pleasure in the fact I can live in her mind rent-free every day. That means I'm over the target. That means I'm making a difference. Bottom line is, she needs to look at the data. ICE is out. We've already arrested more criminal illegal aliens in 6 weeks than the Biden administration did in a year. The border is sealed, 96% decline in illegal immigration. And when 96% less people are coming across that border, how many children aren't dying? How many women aren't being trafficked? How many known suspected terrorists aren't getting in the country? How many pounds of fentanyl isn't getting in the Americans? This administration has done more for the safety and security of New York than she's ever done or ever will do. So we're going to keep doing what we do. I'm not running a popularity contest. If she don't like me, I'll wear that as a badge of honor. That means I'm doing the right thing.
Tom, as always, great to see you. Thank you so much.
And look, AOC better watch out, okay? Let's not forget that Homan had a beef with the mayor of Denver, Colorado. And when that mayor was saying, we're just going to do sanctuary city policies, whatever, we're going to let the illegal immigrants stay. It's no biggie. I'll put myself in line for it. Homan said, okay, well, guess what? We can talk about putting you in jail if you keep doing what you're doing. So I don't know, maybe there's more coming for AOC down the pipeline. And make no mistake, AOC seems to believe that illegal immigrants have some kind of right, some kind of God-given right to be in the United States and live a full life here and enjoy all the privileges of an American citizen or somebody who came here legally. Check this out.
You had a recent dispute, if that's the right word, with Tom Homan, the president's Homeland Security czar, so-called. You held an online forum, a Know Your Rights forum, that he didn't like. What were you doing? What was your goal as you saw it?
My job is to educate and act as a liaison of critical information to my constituents. And I was informing all of my constituents of their constitutional protections, and in particular, their constitutional protections against illegal search and seizure in the United States.
Homan was upset, I suppose, because he felt that you were giving advice to people who were here illegally. Mm-hmm. Were you?
I was giving advice to all of my constituents. Yeah.
He said he was going to report you, or even that he did reach out to the Department of Justice. Have you heard from the Department of Justice?
I have not, and I intend on reaching out to the Department of Justice to inquire.
Really? What would your question be for the Department of Justice?
Well, there is a member of the Trump administration who is threatening and seeks to open an inquiry, and are you going to do it?
What would you learn? What do you hope to learn from that exchange?
I think it's important to know where this administration stands and if they intend on using political intimidation to silence their critics.
Notice how she says her constituents about when referring to illegal immigrants and doesn't even deny what Steve Inskeep of NPR is asking her about. It's very clear. AOC puts illegal immigrants on, at the very minimum, the same level as she views American citizens, if not at a higher level. It's disgusting. I mean, talk about not wanting to represent the people who actually elected you. I don't know why they did, but nonetheless, they elected her. Now, it sounds like she's getting a little bit nervous about these talks with the DOJ with Homan, and, she's got to check in herself. She says no political invitation, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what, AOC? They might not even have to use political intimidation to come after you. All right. If we take a look at Title 8 of the United States Code, all right, it clearly states that it makes it unlawful for any person or other entity to hire, recruit, or refer for a fee for employment in the United States an alien, knowing the alien is an unauthorized alien as defined in, the later subsection. Interesting. After hiring an alien for employment, if you continue to employ them, knowing that they're unauthorized or whatever, you still can get in trouble. Well, there are allegations that AOC might have been doing such a thing. And if that's the case, Homan, I think you should take a serious look at this. Elon Musk has called for it. There are reports about it. This guy has literally admitted that he worked for her, this illegal immigrant. Might be worth an inquiry. That's all I'm saying. With all that being said, what do you guys think? I want you to comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think AOC might be engaging in some kind of funny business? You think it's all a ruse? I don't know. Do you think this report should have gotten more attention? I want to hear it. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can make sure that we see you again for more of these great, hard-hitting reports. Thanks for tuning in, guys. God bless.